What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Arrow Season 6. So Arrow is coming back in October. But Arrow Season 5 was left on a dramatic Walking Dead style cliffhanger where Prometheus blew up the island and we only really know that Oliver and William are alive. So, if you remember back to Season 1 of Legends Tomorrow, there was a character called Connor Hawke in Episode 6, Star City 2046, where Connor Hawke was the Green Arrow. But this was just a potential future inside a future. So that wasn't really set in stone. And now that Flashpoint's happened, everything's changed. So within Arrow Season 6, the relationship of Oliver and William Clayton will change in a massive way. William knows who Green Arrow is thanks to Prometheus. I'm not sure if he knew beforehand, or at least I can't remember. So whilst Stephen Amell was talking at an expo convention at Portland Heroes and Villains in America, Amell revealed that fans will see a very different duo between father and son, which is kind of cool. He said this: "I'm just excited to have to teach him a lesson. As a father, Oliver will definitely try to be better than what he's been as a person. So hopefully he can be a good example for William." Amell hinted that the increased bond with William will have a very personal effect on Oliver, which is quite interesting because essentially William was the reason why the infamous Olicity ended. So we've got to thank William for that, because that's why Olicity ended. So where are they going to take with the William storyline? Well, if you read the comic book stories like New 52 and stuff, you know that Connor Hawke is the son of Oliver Queen. During the time of Queen's temporary death, Connor took up the mantle of Green Arrow. He is amongst one of the greatest martial artists and archers in the DC universe. But in post Flashpoint New 52 on Earth 2, Connor Hawke is also known as the Red Arrow. He is a member of the World Army. It's currently unknown about his exact origin or when he officially joined the World Army. All that is known is that he goes by the codename Red Arrow and is a master of martial arts. So obviously this could play out in Arrow Season 6 in my opinion, but what they would have to do if they were going to turn Oliver's son into some version of Connor Hawke, I don't think they would actually call him Connor Hawke, or maybe just turn into Red Arrow, is do what the program Lost did. Well, so during the whole 5 years of Arrow, they've been doing flashbacks. So the only way to make William realistically into Connor Hawke, or someone like Connor Hawke, would be to do flash forwards 5 to 10 years, because currently he's only probably 12 to 13 at oldest. So I think it would be a pretty cool thing to do flash forwards this season, and maybe see him go from little boy going through traumatic events. Potentially Samantha, his mother, was killed on the explosion. At least it's looking that way, because the evidence does show you this, or else it wouldn't say that their relationship would get closer, because obviously if his mother survived, he would just go back to living with his mother. So it looks quite realistic that he's going to be living with Oliver, but I don't think he's going to be in every single episode. So it would be cool if Oliver started to train him how to kind of use the bow, like a crossbow, to become an archer, to kind of tease that maybe in the future they could turn him into Connor Hawke or Red Arrow or someone like that. I think it would be really, really interesting. Obviously in the comic books, Connor's mum was called Sandra Hawke, but obviously this isn't the actual storyline they're going with, but they do have an opportunity to create a version of Connor Hawke for a later season if Arrow does go past Season 6. But to be honest, the ratings are still around 1.5 million on average. So for CW shows, I mean, iZombie's just been renewed and that's only got 900,000 people like watching. So if Arrow still wants to keep going, I believe they still could go for another 2-3 seasons, if not more. And it would be really interesting because a lot of people did like the Legends of Tomorrow episode where Connor Hawke was the Arrow, and obviously everyone just presumed that that version of Connor Hawke was John Diggle's. Well, he was John Diggle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was John Diggle's son. But obviously, John Diggle doesn't have a son anymore. He has a daughter due to Flashpoint. So everything's finished. That episode was kind of raised. But I think they should turn William into Connor or Red Arrow or something like that. It would be a cool, quirky way. And this isn't just a crazy kind of theory, because it does say, I'll link the article below in the description box. It does actually say that their bond will get closer, and it's going to change. The ending of season 5 will change the relationship going into season 6 in a massive way. Anyway, guys, this has been an Arrow season 6 theory video, but there is some kind of news as well. So if you like this kind of content, maybe thinking about hitting that subscribe button, liking, and all that kind of good stuff. And I am on Twitter at Warstu, Instagram at Warstu. If you want to ask me anything, or catch me there. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.